Hi guys, thanks for watching. Today I'm going to be doing a May favorites video, and I decided to have two different May favorites. One is going to cover the book favorites, every book that got a 5-star review on Chicklet Plus for the month prior. I did one video like that and I can link it below, and people seem to enjoy that. It was asked to be done again, so I definitely will do that. But then people were kind of asking like, are you going to do some for the beauty side as well? And I thought I could do book favorites and then kind of more my random favorites. It'll have like beauty products and music and just kind of whatever else I think is my favorite for the month. So that's what I decided to do for that. So jumping into it, my first two products, I mentioned these in a mini haul video, but it is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, and then also the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. These are just like such a staple for me right now. I'm always reaching for them. I'm always wearing them. I'm kind of surprised how much I really do like the matte and poreless foundation, because I'm not like a super oily person and I wasn't totally sure this would be needed. And the first few times I wore it, I was actually mixing it in with the regular Maybelline, more of like the dewy foundation, because I thought the matte would just be like too much. But I tried wearing it on my face by itself just so I could make sure I was giving it a fair review, and I ended up loving it. And I just went to a concert this past weekend and I wore both the foundation and the concealer. And then I had just bought that day the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder, and I put the powder on over it. My makeup stayed in place all night from 5 o'clock to 1 in the morning in a sweaty venue with a ton of people and mosh pits and craziness going on. My makeup still looked flawless at the end of the night. I couldn't believe it. I got home and looked in the mirror to wash my makeup off and it was like, do I have to take it off? It still looks really good. Like, what? So I've only used that powder once, so I can't like say for sure yet that it's going to be my favorite, but I'm pretty sure you'll see it in a new favorite video. But yes, the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation plus the concealer, loving both of those. And then keeping on the makeup trend, I actually have two products from e.l.f. to talk about. One is the e.l.f. blush palette, and I got this in light, and you can see this is what the colors look like. So it has 4 different colors. Sorry if you can see the mirror. It's like a large mirror, but it does come with a big nice mirror. And then it's got the 4 shades as well. The brown one I do consider more of like a bronzer shade, and I use it for bronzing. But sometimes like this pink shade I think can be really bright, so sometimes I put that pink on my brush and then I put the bronzer on my brush and I kind of mix them together, and I think that makes like a really pretty glow. But this was $6 at Target, and I think it's a great little palette. I like to travel with it. I like the colors. I like that it includes a bronzer, so I reach for this nearly every day. And then also from e.l.f. I have their small tapered brush. So it just kind of has like this dome top feature, and what I use this for is like setting my under eye concealer. So I'll just dab it like this. And at first what I was using for my under eye concealer was like a big fluffy brush, because I just didn't have another brush that I wasn't using for like foundation or powder or bronzer or things like that. So I had one big brush and I was using, but I wasn't really getting, like I wasn't setting the concealer. I wasn't really getting my translucent powder in there. And so I bought this brush, and it's like super cheap. It's e.l.f., so it's very affordable. Like maybe it was $3 at Target. And I would dip it in my translucent powder, pat it under my under eyes, and the very first time I used it, I was like, this made a huge difference. It really brightened up my under eyes and it kept my concealer in place. And I'm so, so happy I bought this. If you don't have any sort of small tapered brush for your under eye concealer, I highly suggest you get one, because I thought it worked really well. And I think I have just one more beauty product to go over, and it is nail polish. And this is the Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear. and the color is 405 Coral Reef. And this nail polish, so I actually bought this last year, but why I'm including it in my May favorites video is because I've been on a huge like nail kick lately, and I just keep painting my nails, probably because I'm recording these videos and the first few ones I don't have nail polish on, and I'm like, ooh, no, paint your nails. But I went to Walgreens the other day and I was picking up a bunch of different nail polishes, and I picked up this color. I was like, this coral color is just beautiful. And I walked around the store and I was buying a few different things, and I kept looking at it and I was like, do I have that color? I feel like maybe I either have that color or I have a really similar color. And so I put it down and I ended up buying something else about like a purple nail polish. But I came home and checked, and sure enough, same exact nail polish that I picked up 2 years in a row, almost bought it. I'm glad I remembered at the last minute, but clearly this one really stuck out to me. So this is Coral Reef from the Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear. I love Sally Hansen's nail polishes. I think they're amazing. They last a really long time, I think. So this is going to be like my go-to spring summer color. I can just tell. Another thing that I'm loving, but I no longer have the packaging for because I threw it away. But if you watched my Perfectly Posh video, I mentioned the Snarky bar from them, which is like a body wash bar, but it has like exfoliating beads on it. You guys, I'm still using that and still absolutely in love with it. If you haven't heard of Perfectly Posh, I will link my video below because I kind of explained about the company and I gave an overview of a few products that I was sent for review, and the Snarky bar by far is the one that stood out to me the most, and I absolutely loved it. I'm talking about this bar to like everybody because I just love it so much. I can't say enough good things about the Snarky bar. It feels so good when you're in the shower and you're using that to not only wash your body, but like exfoliate it at the same time. And with summer coming, I couldn't have gotten it at a better time. I absolutely love it. So the Snarky bar from Perfectly Posh, love it. And then another thing that is my favorite, and it's kind of random and it's also bookish at the same time, but in May, the cover for my 4th novel was released, and I've kind of talked about it a little bit in some of my past videos, but the book is called Up to I Do, and it's about a girl who's getting married, and I had an idea to use one of my own wedding photos on a book cover. When we got engaged and we were going through the process of getting married, I had the idea, like, wouldn't it be so cool if I could take one of my own wedding photos and use them in a book cover? And I was able to do that, and I'm really happy. I don't have the actual physical book to show you yet because as of this moment in time, it is still in proofreading, so I won't have the actual physical copy of it until this summer when it actually gets releases, but I do have something that I can show you guys. And this is the picture that is used for my book cover, if you guys can see that. So it's this actual picture that's used as my book cover, and when the pictures came back, our photographer actually posted like a teaser post on Facebook, and it had a few different pictures in it, and this picture was one of them, and I just thought it was, like, I saw it and I knew right away. I was like, that has to be my cover. I just know it. So hopefully you guys are seeing this okay. This is just a book that has like a few of our different wedding pictures in it, but the cover is what ended up being the cover of Up to I Do. So once I have a release date for the book, I'll be sure to let you guys know because I'm really excited for this one. Though it has my wedding picture on the cover, it's really nothing like my wedding. It's two extremely wealthy families marrying into each other, which is not quite me and my husband. But I just think that book is going to be really special to me because it's dedicated to my late grandmother and it has my wedding picture on the cover. So I thought that was very cool, and I'll be sure to let you guys know when that comes out. And another thing I have to talk about is like kind of super random, but I'm totally in love with these, and if you follow me on social media, I'm like talking about them and showing pictures of them. But it is these Dole smoothie shakers, if you guys can see that. but it's just like the one I grabbed out of the freezer. This is peach mango, and basically it's got real frozen fruit and yogurt in it, and what you do is you just put juice in it. I put orange juice in it, and it has like a line that'll tell you like how far you fill it and if you want it thicker or a thinner consistency, like how much juice to pour in it, and voila, you have a smoothie. I love smoothies and I drink so many smoothies in the summer, but a lot of times my problem is I don't want to get the blender out. I don't want to clean the fruit. I don't want to cut the fruit. I don't want to blend everything together. I don't want to then clean the blender because I want to make another smoothie the next day. Like, it's just too time consuming for me. I work in freelance and my time is my money. So when I'm wasting time doing other things and I'm not working and I'm not making money, it's just like, ooh, I don't like it. I want to be working instead of thinking about food and whatnot. But I also don't want to eat like crap, especially in the summer when I'm in a swimsuit a lot and going to pools and on the water and all that fun stuff. So these are like saving my life. I think they're really, really good too. They have like these regular ones where they're like peach mango, strawberry banana, strawberry, but then they have other ones that have vegetables in them too, like red beet is one that I know that's in there. I can't think of what other vegetables that they mix in with them, but even those, I think the taste is still super delicious, and I actually fill the lineup pretty far because I do like the thinner consistencies. I don't like chunky smoothies, if that makes sense, but then also I think they're so good. I'm drinking every last drop that I can get in there. I just throw a straw in here with it, and I absolutely love them. So I think they are a little bit high in sugar. Like, I think this one has like 12 grams of sugar in it, which I do understand is kind of higher, but for me personally, what I would eat for breakfast is like sugary cereals, like Fruit Loops. I love Fruit Loops. Or I will drink a coffee, or I'll go to McDonald's and get breakfast. So between all of those, I kind of think this is going to be the lesser evil, and I'm still getting my fruits and even sometimes vegetables. So really into these, super easy to make. Those are all of my May kind of like beauty, lifestyle, random music favorites. Be on the lookout because I will be recording the May bookish favorites here shortly, and I will have that video up for you. If you want to keep seeing more of like these types of May favorite videos, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know, and I will continue to keep making them. But I don't think I have anything else to say, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!